Luke 23, verses 27 to 31. A great number of the people followed him, and among them were women who were beating their breasts and wailing for him. But Jesus turned to them and said, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For the days are surely coming when they will say, 'Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bore, and the breasts that never nursed.' Then they will begin to say to the mountains, 'Fall on us,' and to the hills, 'Cover us.' For if they do this when the wood is green, what will happen when it is dry?" When I consider the women beating their breasts and wailing for Jesus, I imagine the reasons I could be doing the same. Jesus doesn't ask them to stop wailing. He asks them to redirect their grief. "Do not weep for me, but weep for yourselves and your children." I can imagine grief upon grief spilling out of these faithful women. Sometimes I grieve for what is close to me, things that I can see with my own eyes, tragedy that I can reach out and touch. But Jesus asks the women to do more than that. He asks them to look beyond the immediate and tangible sorrow to the greater struggle that is to come. If they do this when the wood is green, what will happen when it is dry? Sometimes we get stuck in our religious grief for Jesus. We narrow our focus onto his death. We tuck it neatly into our calendar each Holy Week and place it on the far end of a faded timeline. But Jesus' death has lasting, continual, real-world consequences in the here and now. His death is a state-sanctioned, attempted murder of love and hope. Jesus is telling the women that their grief will be a journey and they need to be prepared. We need to be prepared.